Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the another session in 3G 4G wireless communication systems. So today we are going to discuss about a problem on RMS delay spread. So we'll be given with some data or a table kind of things, and or else they will give this kind of bar graphs here. So they will ask for find out the RMS delay spread for this particular graph. Okay. So how to do these kind of problems, which will be generally asked for 10 marks in any university exams or any college exams if you are preparing for semester end examinations. Okay, so I highly recommend you to prepare these kind of problems, and if you have not seen all the videos which you have previously uploaded, then you can just check the playlist. You'll find everything related to 3G 4G wireless communication here. Okay, so now just observe this one. They have given time along x-axis and the amplitude along the y-axis, that is minus 20 dB, 10 dB and 0 dB. So this is the first component, second, third and four components. So they have totally given four component and they are asking for the sigma t RMS, that is delay spread, mean delay spread. Okay. So how to do this kind of problems? Let us see. Consider first part, that is t naught equal to 0 microsecond, that is corresponding to this one, 0 microsecond. The power associated with this is given by GI. So this is the power associated with this one. So GI of dB will be equal to minus 20 dB. So for 0 microsecond they are given power is minus 20 dB. So Z naught will be equal to, I will just convert it from dB to the normal scale. So 10 log 10 of Z naught will be equal to minus 20 and Z naught will be equal to, so how I can write uh, like this, I will be writing minus 20 by 10, that will be equal to e to the power. So e to the power minus 2 I'll be getting. So if you do this, you will be getting 0.01. Okay, so the meaning of this one. So g naught you will be getting 0.01 here. After that, now associated amplitude is given by a naught equal to square root of g naught. So amplitude is square root of the power. So amplitude is denoted by a naught and g naught is the power. So square root of 0.01 will be equal to zero point 0.1. So now I have got the amplitude. So this is time and this is amplitude I am trying to basically find out. So this is only for 0 microseconds. Similarly, I have to find out for 1 microsecond, 3 microsecond and 5 microseconds here. So I'll just create a table so that it will be easy for me to do the things. So time dB, that is gain, dBE, then I will be having the power in terms related to these type of the time here. So it is denoted as G, and amplitude corresponding to this power, it is denoted as A here. Okay, so 0 microsecond, 1 microsecond, from this I am writing 0, 1 microsecond, 3 microsecond and 5 microsecond. So they are given minus 20 dB, minus 10 dB, this is 0 dB and again minus 10 dB. So the same thing I have written, minus 20, minus 10, 0 dB and minus 10 dB. So this is the data which they have given. Now by applying these type of formulas, I will find out first z naught equal to 0.01. For this one, I will be getting 0.1 for 1, and for 3 microsecond I am getting 1, and for my 5 microsecond I am getting 0.1, and a equal to square root of g, square root of 0.01, 0.1, square root of 0.1, 0.3162, square root of 1 will be 1, square root of 0.1, 0.3162. So now I have created, once I have created the table, now it's just simply putting these values in a formula and getting the answer for sigma t RMS. Alright, so we'll start with calculating the mean delay T bar. So T bar is something like this: I equal to 1 to L minus 1 GI Ti by I equal to 0 to L minus 1 GI, where G, T and Zi. So G stands for the power and T is time. So just take all the elements, that is first GI is 0.01 here. So just 0.01 I will take, and then Ti is 0 microsecond, which I am having here, 0 microsecond. I will multiply Gi into Ti divided by Gi. So I am having Gi here, that is 0.01. Okay, so for second one, 0.1 into 1, I am writing from the fact, 0.1 into 1. For third one, 1 into 3. For fourth one, 0.1 into 5. So in denominator, I will be having 0.01, 0.1 plus 1 plus 0.1. So like this, I will add all those things with the help of this formula. Okay, so 0.01 into 0, 0.1 into 1, and all the denominators contains all the powers. If I calculate, I'll be getting t equal to, or t bar equal to 2.9752 microsecond. So now I will find out the root mean square value of the minimum mean delay spread here. So sigma t RMS, it is square root of I equal to 0 to L minus 1 AI square into Ti minus T bar square divided by I equal to 0 to L minus 1 AI square. So if you don't remember this formula, don't worry. I'll just tell you one shortcut which you can apply with the help of this, so that you can write it properly in the exam. So what you need to do is just take this one 0.01 into, here I'm having 0, so just subtract whatever answer mean delay you have got. So 0 minus mean delay, 0 minus 2.9752, and you just have to take the square of this one. Okay, you are done with this component. Now go to second one, 0.1, leave first element as it is, into I'm having 1 minus the mean delay 2.9752, and the same thing I need to square this one. So similarly for this one and this one, do the same thing. 1 into 3 minus 2.9752 into whole square, plus 0.1 into 5 minus 2.9752 into, I mean, whole square, divided by, write these things as it is, because we'll be having I equal to 0 to L minus 1 AI of square. So the square and this root will go. So that's why don't worry, just write as it is. And if you calculate it in the calc, you will be getting 0.8573 microseconds. So this is the delay spread. I mean the delay between first signal which is received at the antenna to the last signal which will be receiving. So they will be having a time gap. So this is the time gap between the last signal and the first signal which is received from the multipath components. Okay, so this is how you can find out the mean delay spread in case of multiple components. So thank you guys, thanks for watching, see you in the next one.